Hello, family. Welcome again. My name is Gray. We're still going through the book of Psalms. Today we're in chapter 61, and it is a Psalm of David. And this one is different because even though he's crying out to God for attention, but this time around, I feel that he's crying out because he wants to be near God. Verse 4 it says, I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. And that's feels like he wants to be in God's presence, in his table, in his tent, in his tabernacle. And there that God's wings, like as a bird covers his feathers. We've seen this. We know this image of God covering the children as wings. We've seen it quite a number of verses, chapters. Chapter 91 is a popular one. But so this is what David is crying out to. So verse 1 says, hear my cry, O Lord, listen to my prayer. This is just not God, I'm going to pray and then you listen to me. Even before he starts praying, he's saying, God, please pay attention to this specific prayer. So he's coming out with anguish and really wants God's attention. From the ends of the earth I call to you. That's verse 2. And it's not like he's gone to some geological place. That's the state of his heart, that he is on rock bottom. He's like in the valleys, in the place where he feels he can't go anywhere else. He's hit rock bottom and says, God, I'm calling it to you from the floor of my house because I can't get up anymore. And he says, I call to you as my heart grows faint. This is what he's asking. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. So number one, he's asking God for direction. He says, lead me, Lord. So he's surrendering and asking God to take over. But he wants him to lead him to the rock that is higher and I. He's asking God to lead him to a place where is higher than where David was. Now, you and I know at this time David was most probably being a king. So he wants God to lead him higher than where a king is. And I like where the image of the rock, and you know, rock, Jesus is our rock. So lead me to the rock that is higher and I. Lead me to Jesus, we could say that. Verse 3, for you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. David again say, as he's crying out, he's reminding God that this is who you've always been to me. I want to stop there and just ask a question. One of the things that comes out in the book of Psalms, especially the ones written by David, is he describes God in the things that God is to him. He's my refuge, he's my strength, he's my strong tower, he's my fortress, he's my banner, he is my shield, he covers me with his wings. And I just want to ask you, when you're praying, do you actually describe God for who he is to you? Or we just say, God, you're great, you're God, you're mighty. I'm not saying that's wrong, but there's something here that we can learn from David by describing God the way we see him. He's my strength. He is my fortress. He is my high tower. He is my vision when I can't see. He is my answers when I am confused. And yet he is my peace in the storm. Those are the things that we need to start describing God, because that's who he is going to be to us. And then I said verse 4 is the one that I said already, for I long to dwell in your tent forever, to be in God's tabernacle. We've seen this described in chapter 27 and several other verses he's talked about this. Verse 5 is, for you, God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. This is David. Even before things have started coming to pass, he starts thanking God for the things that are to come. You have heard my vows. So he may have said things of his vows or things that he's going to do for God. And he says, God, you have heard my vows, my praises. Maybe that's what he is saying. And here he adds more. He says, increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. And may he be enthroned in God's presence forever. Appoint, and I love this, appoint love and faithfulness to protect you. Appoint your love and your faithfulness to protect him. Then I'll ever sing in praise of your name and fulfill my vows day after day. So from verse 6, increase the days of the king's life, his years for many generations. As much as he's talking about himself, feels like he's also talking about another king that will be enthroned in God's presence forever. I just thought I brought that up. But it's verse 7, the second part of verse 7, appoint your love and faithfulness to protect him. I want God's love and faithfulness to protect me, because God's love never fails and his faithfulness is never shaken. David from long past knew this, and that's why he always talked about God's unfailing love. I wish that we could also start to know, understand how much God loves us and how faithful He is. And then, as much as we know and understand, but also accept it and start living as though we know that is true. If we do that, we will see that our lives has changed so much, because we know that there's nothing in this world that will take us away from God. Romans 8 and from 38 and 36 talks about that. But He's also faithful. God is always faithful. He is also faithful even in the times that we are not faithful. Brothers and sisters, what I'm trying to say is David from long past knew God's secret. It's His love and faithfulness. And he stuck on that. We should also just hold on to that. Verse 8, then I will ever sing in praise of your name. Fulfill my vows day after day. I pray that today that this will be your prayer as well, seeking God's presence to be in His tent forever and take refuge under His wings. Going into God's temple is not only about seeking His presence, but while we're there, we know that nothing can touch us. I know that's where I want to be. I wonder, where do you want to be? The door is already open for God, for us to walk in. It's through His Son, Jesus Christ. We just need to make that decision and step in. God bless you.